In 1338 here in Kyrgyzstan, well in Izhik-Kul, which is now a popular tourist resort, there is evidence to suggest that the population was wiped out by the Black Plague. And this population, it's believed, were Nestorian Christians, so the Black Death helps curb Christian influence in Central Asia. So because this was one of the first outbreaks of plague, many people have speculated that the Black Death originated here in Kyrgyzstan, but other historians argued that it originated in China a few years earlier. And after all, China does have some modern examples of plague as well. For instance, in 2014, 30,000 people in the town of Yumen were quarantined after an outbreak. But even in Kyrgyzstan, there are some modern outbreaks of plague. For instance, in 2013, a man caught the plague, but he didn't catch it off fleas coming from rats. Instead, they came from marmots. So this could also have been the cause of the Black Death as well. And this region is particularly susceptible to plague because of its warm climate and people's long history with dealing with marmots and gerbils. Now, it's important to remember that the Black Death wasn't the first time plague struck. For instance, you had the plague of Justinian in the 6th century, which killed a lot of people in Constantinople. But if you remember my video on the ancient Kazakhs, there's been burials found from the Sintashta culture dating back millennia, suggesting that people there had died of plague. Now, the plague eventually spread because of transmissions along the Silk Road, and even in Crimea, the Mongols allegedly catapulted dead bodies over city walls in order to capture the city by killing all the inhabitants inside. But there is theories that say that climate played a much larger role in the spread of the plague than you might think. For instance, scientists here in Central Asia have discovered through studying tree rings that there was a sudden drop in climate around the same time as the first outbreak in 1338. This meant that a lot of the rodent population died, and many of the fleas started looking for human hosts. Plus, because the plague spread so quickly, I mean, by the time of the first outbreak here in Kyrgyzstan, it had spread to Europe within just 10 years. So a lot of scientists are now saying that something like water droplets were far more effective in spreading the plague than fleas alone.